What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23 and 1. Today, we're going to be traveling down to Texas. A woman's going to explain exactly what happened during a crime spree she went on with her baby's father and a teenager friend of his. And the news crew's going in to see what she has to say about the situation. But this is an older clip. She's actually already went through the court process, and at the end, I'll let you know exactly what happened to her. But me personally, I don't think I would speak to a news reporter while I have an open case going on. Unless there's just something I have to say, right? But if you enjoy this type of content, all things lockup related, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to hit the like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and check out the large selection of playlists as well.
My name's James Rose with Fox 4. And you're Sonia Quiles?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Am I saying that right?
Kilos, yeah.
Quiles. Okay, Sonia, what can you tell me about what happened on June 30th?
I don't know what happened.
Well, why am I here?
I was just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
That's what every killer says.
Take me to that night. Y'all are riding around in your car with Womack and Bailey and yourself. You're driving?
I was not driving.
Now, Womack is her baby's father. Just to let you know before we move forward, so you can kind of keep track of things. And the other guy, I already forgot his last name, is the friend. Bailey.
Who was driving? I mean, help me understand what happened.
I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all know what happened. Y'all talked to other people, right?
But we haven't talked to you. That's why we're talking to you, to get your side of the story.
She's fishing. She's fishing to see if the other guys snitched on her or not. But you can tell that she's definitely getting kind of defensive and questioning herself when he asks who was driving. Like I said, it's because it's her baby daddy, so... wonder if she's gonna tell on him.
Womack was driving. I was in the passenger seat. Bailey was in the back.
And what were y'all up to that night?
Just being dumb, I guess.
And what do you mean by that, Sonia?
Can I get the next question, please?
I couldn't hear you. Say again?
Can I get the next question?
I'm just trying to understand what was going on that night. And you know what you're accused of doing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're charged with capital murder. You know what that means?
I know.
Okay, so I'm trying to get your side.
Man, I don't want to be charged with that in Texas. I'm pretty sure the death sentence is still highly active in Texas, but I could be wrong. The laws change every day.
Side of the story. What?
I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't know it was gonna go down like that.
That's what they all say.
How did you think it was going to go down?
I don't know.
I mean, were you thinking, what was the plan? Hey, let's go rob some people, or?
No.
Man, this reporter, I feel sorry for him. It's like trying to squeeze water out of a rock with this jank.
Were you thinking, what was the plan? Hey, let's go rob some people, or?
No, that wasn't the plan.
Just tell me what the hell you
What were y'all
did,
doing riding
man?
around at that time of the morning?
We was just smoking, being kids.
Smoking and drinking?
Yeah,
Smoking what?
weed.
Okay,
Cannabis, huh?
How did you, so take me to the point you pull up to the 3300 block of Mundy, and then I guess you saw Mr. Massington pull into the driveway?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who that is?
No.
Do you know who the murder victim is?
No.
Okay, it's Frank Massington, Jr. You don't know his name? Had never heard his name?
No.
So what happened? Womack pulls up to the house, stops.
I guess they jump out the car.
You guess or they
They
did?
didn't run back to the car.
So who jumped out?
Bailey and Womack.
Okay, so both of them attacked him?
I don't know what happened.
Okay, where were you?
I was in the car.
Okay. Were you in the driver's seat or the passenger seat?
I was in the passenger seat.
Okay. So you didn't know that was going to happen?
No, I was asleep.
Or you were asleep?
Yeah.
She's asleep, but she's seen him jump out. Come on, man.
So at what point did you wake up?
When I heard the gunshots,
Okay, and what did you think?
I didn't know what to think.
What's going on back
I
there?
didn't know what happened.
Did you ask?
No.
You didn't ask Womack and Bailey what happened?
Womack jumped back in the car with me. Yeah, I did ask, but he ain't tell me nothing.
And so you were okay with that?
No.
Did you call the police?
No.
Did you know he had a gun?
Bailey had the gun.
Bailey had the gun?
Yeah.
So
And
she knew
do you know who pulled the trigger?
he had a gun.
Did either one of them say they did?
They ain't tell me nothing.
So you weren't scared for your own life?
Yeah, I'm scared for my own life.
I mean, at that point when they jumped in the car and I guess you concluded they had a gun,
She already knew it, though. She already knew he had
Right.
a gun.
Yeah.
so what'd y'all do after that?
I went back home.
You went straight back home after that incident?
I went to my friend's house.
Okay. Do you know police arrested Bailey 2 hours later in another stolen car? So was that, my question is, were you guys on a crime spree?
No.
And what was your relationship with Womack and Bailey?
Womack was my baby daddy. Bailey was his friend.
And why were you out rolling around at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning?
That's what kids do, right?
Well, I mean, you're a mother. Where was your baby?
He was with his grandmother.
Why are you compelled to talk today?
What do you mean?
She doesn't
I
know what
mean,
compelled means, bro.
You seem reluctant to talk, yet you said, yes, I'll do an interview. I thought perhaps you were going to tell your side of the story and tell us what happened.
I didn't have anything to do with it. That's what I want y'all to know. If I would have known it was gonna happen, this was gonna happen, I would have never even been around them. But I do want to send my condolences to the family.
But you heard the gunshots,
Yeah.
and you were in the car.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you did have
Did
something
they
with it.
tell you what happened?
No.
Did they say who shot who?
No.
And you didn't ask?
I did ask, but they're not gonna tell me. And if they kill somebody, how you know they're not gonna kill me? I don't know his friend.
So,
That's very true.
are you saying you were afraid of them?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are going to look at this interview and say, well, clearly you knew something about what happened. I mean, you
I knew
heard the
about what
gunshot.
happened, but I'm not about to come to the police when my life could be in danger and my family's life.
So, at what point did you realize that someone was murdered and robbed that night?
I didn't realize till the police came in kicking in my door, running to my other baby daddy's house.
Oh, man.
So you have two children.
No,
You said your other baby daddy house.
I had a miscarriage recently.
I'm sorry. So,
Cameraman backed up.
Help me understand, Womack drove off
Oh,
in,
never mind.
My car.
he drove off in your car after the shooting.
Yeah.
And so Bailey took off in the other car?
Yeah.
So you had to know what happened,
He didn't speak about it.
but you knew it was a carjacking.
Yeah.
Now, the affidavit says that you guys were out looking for money because Womack needed money. Why did he need money?
Who said that Womack needed money?
That was in a police affidavit of arrest. When you guys, Bailey, it must have been Bailey, because you know Bailey's the one who basically snitched on you two.
So now she's starting to realize that someone else is working with the police, because did you see her face when he mentioned that they were out looking for money? It kind of lit up like, damn, how'd you know that?
Now, the affidavit says that you guys were out looking for money because Womack needed money. Why did he need money?
Right there.
Who said that Womack needed money?
That was in a police affidavit of arrest. When you guys, Bailey, it must have been Bailey, because you know Bailey's the one who basically snitched on you two.
Yeah, Bailey's trying to put it all on us, but he's the one that's his gun.
That's his gun?
Yeah.
What kind of gun was it?
A Mac 11.
A what?
A Mac.
A Mac?
Yeah.
You know what caliber?
No.
So, well, why do you think Bailey would say all that?
Because he's trying to save his own ass. He's scared.
He was willing to talk as well.
He was willing to talk because he knows he could go down for life. They're giving us all the same sentence, life without parole or death sentence. I'm not taking it because I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, it's either or. The capital murder is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what goes through your mind when you hear that you could get the death penalty for this?
My son.
I'm sorry?
My son.
How old is your son?
He's 2.
2? Well, it seems like the car that they got Bailey in was a different car than the car that belonged to Massington. How angry are you at Bailey?
I'm mad. He shot them people for no reason. And then he's trying to blame it all on me and Jason.
You said he shot those people. Who else did he shoot?
Oh, shit. She messed up on that one.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, this could be important. Could help your case.
Yes, it is
Are
important.
you saying you know that he shot someone else?
So she said Bailey shot those people, and you can tell that the reporter has no idea who the other people might be. So he's like, oh man, this is a juicy lead, right? A lot of people that have been in and out the system know that if they have information on a whole entirely different case, especially if someone getting shot, they'll hold out on that information, talk to detectives or whatever, and try to make some kind of deal with the prosecutor. Usually they'll get a little deal, but it was worth it for them because another 3 or 4 people are going to get life that wouldn't have if, you know, the person didn't testify. So that's how all this stuff kind of works a bit. And she obviously does not know the system or the game because she's probably going to tell everything right here to the damn news reporter.
When was that?
The same night.
The same night. What part of town?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought she was about
Can
to
you
bang
give me
on
an
him.
idea? I mean, how far away from Mundy Drive?
It wasn't that far away.
And was it just like minutes earlier?
Probably so.
Oh man, that breaks it down very
And how do you know
nicely
that person died?
for the case.
They didn't die.
Oh, they didn't die.
No.
And what do you remember that happened in that particular incident? So I can try and corroborate your story. And
It's like she's playing chess over there.
I just know that he ran in the garage as she pulled in. And she started screaming.
So it's a female?
Yeah,
Okay. And he shot at a female and wounded her?
yeah.
And so, what went through your mind?
I wanted to go home.
Was Bailey the leader of the bunch?
Yeah,
Leading the two adults, yeah.
Not Jason or you?
Man, she just protected old baby daddy.
Have you
That's
talked to Jason since you've been arrested?
no.
What would you want to say to him if you could?
Ooh, yeah. I love you, baby. Stay strong. Keep your head up. Don't snitch on me. Write me. I need canteen.
Just so you know, the man that was murdered,
Nothing.
is father of 2, and he has 5 grandchildren.
Dang.
Is there anything you want to say to the family? I mean, you have 1 child, right? So you kind of understand.
Miss Ludlow, I have some paperwork for her.
I'm sorry.
They're using that booth right now. They're using that booth, so I can't pass it over.
I talked to the mother of Frank Massington, and he said, she said she just wants to know why. Can you give her an answer as to why this happened? Why her son had to be murdered?
I don't know why.
So all 3 of you were on a crime spree.
He's really trying to get that.
No,
Answer
How
no
else would you
again.
describe that? You said that you guys had Bailey shot at a woman just minutes before you attacked Mr. Massington.
it wasn't even supposed to happen.
But it happened, and it happened twice. I mean,
Cameraman, tighten up.
so some people might believe that you were the ringleader of this.
Oh, now he's rounding up the fire. He's trying
No.
to get her to
I
say
ain't
some
have
stuff.
nothing to do with it,
But you knew what happened and you didn't call police.
because I was scared.
Who were you scared of?
Bailey.
Not Jason? And you're saying Bailey's the one who fired the shots in both cases?
I know he shot that girl. I know he shot that girl.
Did you see that?
Yes.
Yep, doesn't matter who pulled the trigger. If you're a part of that little soiree, chances are you're going to Himtown. Now, the 2 men that were a part of this situation, they were sentenced to life. I'm guessing probably based upon her testimony, and even though she was getting defensive when, the reporter was asking questions about her baby daddy, she still dropped dime on both of them. I think the interview was really just for her to tell people she had nothing to do with it. She was just riding along. She was at fear for her own damn life, right? So yeah, these guys got sentenced to life, and she got sentenced to 10 years in prison. Her release date's in 2025. Right around the corner now, fellas. Don't everybody start writing her at once. Her sentence began in 7/3/2015. Unless she tricked up her time, doing day for day, she'll probably get some good time. Might be out in 2024. Might be out now. Who knows? Some laws might have changed or something, and the gates opened on up.